They said it gave kings the strength of 10 men, the wisdom of ages, and the loyalty of empires. But no one speaks of what it took in return. This isn't a legend from a fairy tale. This crown was real. Passed from bloodline to bloodline. Each ruler believing they could outsmart it. Control it. Wear it without consequence. But every one of them ended the same way. Not in glory, but in madness. This is the story of the cursed crown. And why the world buried it, along with the truth. 1. Origin of the curse. In the year 1207, in the kingdom of Nereth, a dying emperor sought immortality. Not of body, but of rule. He summoned blacksmiths, sorcerers, priests, and demanded they forge a crown that would protect his bloodline forever. What they made was beautiful. 7 points of gold. Rubies as red as fresh blood. But beauty has a price. They say a forbidden ritual was performed. A piece of the emperor's soul was bound into the crown. He thought he'd created a legacy. But he'd only created a prison. The first king falls. His son, King Aldric, wore it first. At first, he was unstoppable. He won wars with half an army. He predicted droughts before they came. His people called him a god. But then, he changed. He stopped sleeping. He whispered to shadows. He banned mirrors from the palace. One night, he stood on the palace balcony, raised his arms to the sky, and leapt. They buried him with no ceremony. No explanation. Only the crown was retrieved. And placed on his son's head. A lineage of torment. Over the next 400 years, 19 kings wore that crown. 19 stories. 19 tragedies. Some turned cruel. Others paranoid. Some vanished into the forests, never seen again. Each swore they were hearing something. A voice. A hum. A pull they couldn't resist. And every time the crown passed hands, it seemed to tighten its grip. The last true king. In 1611, Prince Daimar was next in line. But he refused. "I'd rather wear thorns than that thing," he said. The nobles mocked him. The priests warned him. But he chose exile. He left the kingdom behind, crownless but free. Years later, when the capital was burning, and the royal bloodline wiped out, Daimar returned. Not to rule, but to bury the crown. The burying ritual. He gathered monks from across the lands, those who studied curses, shadows, ancient tongues. Together, they forged a box of obsidian, sealed with symbols lost to time. In the dead of night, deep beneath a ruined chapel, they placed the crown inside. And then they disappeared. Some say the monks were driven mad the moment they touched it. Others, that Daimar took his own life to finish the ritual. The truth? Only one record survived. A torn page that reads, "Buried not to be hidden, but to protect the world." Modern hunters. Centuries passed. And history turned to myth. But the greedy never forget. In the 1930s, a European treasure hunter named Laurent Duval claimed to have found the chapel. He never returned. A week later, his partner arrived in town, raving about a voice that told him to burn everything. They locked him in a hospital. He carved one word on the wall, over and over. Obey. The crown returns. Then, in 1997, London. A collector auctions a crown said to be untraceable. No kingdom. No history. But one look, and historians gasped. Same design. Same gems. Even the blood-red rubies. The buyer wore it once, for a photo. 2 days later, he vanished. His estate caught fire. And in the wreckage, no crown was found. But deep on the dark web, a post surfaced. No author. No signature. Just a grainy photo. Of a figure, wearing the crown. And below it, 4 chilling words. It's choosing again now. Maybe the crown isn't cursed. Maybe, it's alive. Not in the way we understand. But something forged from soul, blood, and ambition. Does it really die? Or does it wait? For the next king. The next mind to break. The next dreamer too bold to walk away. And isn't that the greatest danger? That no matter how many stories end in ruin, someone always thinks they'll be the one to master it. And so the crown is still out there. In a vault. A collector's shelf. Or perhaps, already resting on a head we don't yet know. If you ever feel a sudden urge to rule. To change the world at any cost. To wear something powerful no one else understands. And ask yourself. Are you choosing it? Or is it choosing you?